I'm Jenilee Borek. For this week's Waste Watch, I'm in Beavercreek and I spoke with the city about turning all of this land you see behind me into a community park the city says community members want. The city of Beavercreek created a 10-year master park plan in 2019 with community input. Aaron Harris, the assistant parks director, says community members voiced they wanted a large community park with amenities, so the city looked to buy land. In 2021 and 2022, the city purchased 148 acres of land, now known as Springhouse Park. Taxpayer money was not used. Recently, the city received a $1 million grant for Phase 1, which is expected to cost around $4.3 million total.
We're funding a playground, an entrance drive, and a parking lot with that $1 million. Because we didn't receive all the funding and it's one-time funding, we needed to select things that don't require much money in terms of ongoing operation.
It will cost about $36 million to fund the whole project. Harris says the timeline all depends on money because they won't start a phase without funding in place. She tells me that funding will be a challenge, partially because Beavercreek is one of only 3 cities in the state with no income tax. Park levies have failed in recent years, so I asked why they feel this is still a good project to move forward with.
We hear the residents saying that we can't pay for it right now or in that way when we are asking for a property tax, but we don't believe that that's the residents telling us that they don't want it and that they don't want us to seek other funding options.
The city will go after grants and donations, but it'll need taxpayer money to fully develop it. One resident who opposes the project voiced another funding concern.
It's going to be a long, ongoing maintenance and manpower intensive endeavor, and I seriously encourage that you folks take a good look at that because I do not support it.
But to some, the benefit outweighs the cost. I spoke to a resident who's on the park board. He tells me he'd support the project regardless.
When we look at surrounding communities and where their tax dollars are going into their park systems and how it increases obviously their physical, mental, and social emotional health. Obviously, I think for me, that is a big selling point.
If you'd like to fill out the survey for Phase 1, the deadline to do so is Friday.